Welcome back. When you purchase internet packages from your ISP, it will come with information related to their download speeds. Some of you may have 250 megabyte per second download speed, 500 megabyte per second download speed, but some of us may have 1 gigabyte per second, 2.5 gigabyte per second, or it could be like 3, 4, even 10 gigabyte per second download speeds. However, even when your internet package may be like 2.5 gigabyte per second download speeds, when you test that speed on your computer, it may not give you that speed. For example, you can go to a speed test site and run their test and see what's the speed you're actually getting. In this particular virtual machine that I have, it's getting about 450 to 500 megabyte per second download speeds. And however, my internet connection is actually 2.5 gigabyte per second downloads. So that means there is something amiss here. So if your device is connected to your home network or your business network, and your business network or home network is supposed to get 2.5 gigabyte per second download speed, but you are still recording only about 500 to maybe 700, 600 megabyte per second download speed, there may be certain things you can do to see if you can get the speed that you're paid for on your particular device. One thing you need to understand is that when an ISP tells you a certain speed, for example 2.5 gig down, what they means is that they're providing you with 2.5 gig down link to your business or to your home. So that means they are giving you 2.5 gig down to that modem in your home or your business, modem or fiber output. So basically anything within your home or within your business may be the reason why you are not getting the full speed at the first place. So let's say you have a modem, you are getting 2.5 gig to the modem from the ISP. However, when you try to test your speed, you're only getting 500 or 700, 800 megabyte per second download speed. But your device is located between multiple switches and links to that modem. So for example, you may have a Cat5 cable, Cat5e cable between your computer to a switch, and then the switch is then connected to the modem. So in between your device and your modem may be causing something to cause the speed to go down. So the very first thing you need to understand is when an ISP tells you that you have 2.5 gig down, it does not mean that you have 2.5 gig down to your entire network, because ISP is not responsible for any internal components. In other words, local area network is managed by you. That includes switches, that includes wiring, that includes network interface card on your computer or your devices, etc., etc. So the first thing you need to make sure is that all your equipment between your ISP provided modem and your device, in this case this particular virtual machine on my computer, is all rated for 10 gig or 2.5 gig network handling. Because if you have paid for 2.5 gig network speeds, but your network card on your device is only supporting 1 gig down, it's not going to help you, because the bottleneck going to be your device. Or if you have 2.5 gig or 10 gig network connection from ISP, but your switch, one of the switches on your network can only handle so much bandwidth. Let's say it's getting capped at 1 gig, you will always be limited by that switch. So that's the very first thing you need to understand. So first thing you should do, if you're not getting the speed that you are paid for, directly connect whatever the device that you have available to you to the modem, directly to the modem or the fiber output from your ISP, and then test the speed and see if you can get that 2.5 gig speeds. Some of the systems, some of the network connection programs will allow you to test at the connection itself. For example, if you go into the firmware of your modem, there may be an option to test the speed right from the modem to see if you are actually getting the speeds that you are paid for. So there is no in between. So you can directly test the speed from your modem to the internet without having anything in between in the LAN. So that's the first thing you need to do. Now, assuming your network, your local area network can handle 2.5G or 10G connections, and you are still getting only 500 or 700 etc megabyte per second lower speeds on your device, every single time you run the test, you are not getting what you're expecting to get, and your ping may be higher as well. What you can do at this point is to check your device network interface card. To do that, on your Windows 10 machine, what you can do is to go to the start menu and type control panel, and in here we will go to network and internet and go to view network status and task, and it'll show you right here, and then we'll select the change adapter settings, and we know that our internet connection in this particular virtual machine is right here. You might have multiple network connections here, and you need to identify which one is actually going to the internet, because this is a virtual machine. It has few different network connections. Some of you only have just one. Select the one that you know that's the internet connection, right click, and then select properties. Under properties of that network connection, what you need to do is go to configure, click on this button configure, and in here select the advanced tab. Now under advanced tab, what we are looking for is the speed and duplex right here on this list on the left hand side. If you keep going down, the property that's listed as speed and duplex, select that one and make sure the value is set to either auto negotiation, or at least you have something like 1.0 gigabyte per second full duplex or 2.5. So this particular network card on this particular machine can only handle maximum up to 1.0 gigabyte per second full duplex. So under here on your device, you should see sometimes maybe 10 gig or 2.5 gig. You should either have auto negotiation selected under speed and duplex, or you need to select either 1.0 gigabyte per second full duplex or 2.5 or 10 gig full duplex. If you have anything else such as like 100 megabyte per second half duplex or anything to do with half duplexes, you will not get that 10 gig speeds. You will not get that 2.5 gig speed. So the first thing you need to choose is either auto negotiate or 1.0 or 2.5 or 10 gig higher speed full duplex that your network card can provide. Now, if you are in a situation where you have paid for 10 gig download speed or 2.5 gig download speeds, but your network card only have maximum up to 1 gigabyte per second full duplex, like I have right here, you have a couple of options. The first of all, you can check if there is a driver update available for your network interface card. If there is a driver update, you can update the driver and see if it allows you to switch this to 2.5 gig or 10 gig, or if the value is showing, one of the values listed here as showing as 2.5 gig or 10 gig. If there are no driver updates, check if your network interface card is actually rated for 2.5 gig or 10 gig speeds. And if that is not rated for that, the only option you have now is to replace your network interface card. If you have a built-in network interface on your motherboard, you may be able to put a network interface card with a PCIe, for example, that has 2.5 or 10 gig speeds. And then doing that, it will give you that duplex speed option for 2.5 and 10 gig. So this particular virtual machine, because this is in a virtual machine environment for my labs, the maximum speed and duplex I can do is 1 gigabyte per second full duplex, even with auto negotiation, because on this list, this drop down menu, I don't have any other option. So I'm going to keep it at auto negotiation. For you, either select auto negotiation, and if it doesn't work, select the highest gigabyte per second full duplex for the speed and duplex options. Again, you cannot have 2.5 or 10 gig download speeds with a network interface card like this one, because it only can support maximum up to 1 gigabyte per second full duplex. So I'm going to keep it as auto negotiation under the speed and duplex for this network interface card, and I'm going to click OK. And with respect to the drivers, how you could go ahead and update the drivers is, what you need to do is you need to go to the start menu and select device manager. So you can simply type device manager, and on the control panel it will give you this device manager. You should be in the administrative mode for to do all of these things. In other words, your user account must be an admin account. And in here under network adapters, so if you'll have a list like this and go to network adapters, you should see your internet connection. So if you see multiple connections here, again, you need to figure out which one is the one that connecting to the internet. Then I know this is the one. You can select that from the device manager, right click, select update driver. You can try search automatically for drivers, this option. Usually I find this result in no updates at all. So if I run this, I'll just tell you there is no drivers update available right now. But you can also select, right click your driver and select update driver and go browse my computer for drivers. And then you can go ahead and find the file that you have downloaded from the manufacturer's website or somewhere, and to use that to update your network interface card or NIC firmware. So, or firmware or driver, right? So that's very important that you go through this process to see if that change any settings or allow you to have 2.5 gig or 10 gig speeds. Now, after doing all of that, if you are still not getting the speeds that you are expecting from your network connection, you may want to contact your ISP and ask them to check or test their connection to your home or your business. Because I've been in a situation where I'm not getting 2.5 gig. I'm actually paying for 2.5 gig, but I'm not expecting to get 2.5 gig on my virtual machine because it is bottlenecked right now. As you can see, maximum it can support even on just 1.0 duplex. I've been in a situation where ISP found that the provisioning of my network connection for 2.5 gig is not properly done by the ISP themselves and causing it to be dropped to 1.5 gig. And because of that, I have contacted them and they have fixed it for me. So you may, if after doing all of this is still not working properly, you may consider contacting your ISP to see it and check your network connection. So that's everything for today. So if you're not getting full ISP speeds that you are paid for, especially over 1 gig connections, first thing you need to do is test your modem and see if you are actually getting the speed that you are asking for. So again, some ISPs have the speed test already built into the modem itself, so you can do a direct test from there. You can directly connect sometimes some network connections to your device. For example, certain fiber connection may be able to connect it through a fiber module directly to your computer and see if that will give you the full speed, because bottleneck may be within your local area network, such as your switches, your wiring, etc, etc. If everything looks okay and you're still getting lower speeds on your particular device or multiple devices at your home, what you can do, you can check your network interface card or network interface on each of those devices to see if it is in full duplex 2.5 gig or full duplex 10 gig. If your network interface card is not supporting anything above 1 gigabyte per second full duplex, for example, you may want to look into updating the network drivers, or you may have to get a new network card that actually support the speeds over 1 gig per second download. So that's everything for today. If you have any questions or concerns, please make sure to leave a comment below. And Please make sure to thumbs up this video and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, thank you so much and have a nice day.